Yo guys, what up? Welcome to our new channel, gaming channel mostly, MLC, which stands for Mid Game Life Crisis. What up, my friend
Yo.
Wolf?
What's up?
Everything good with you?
Yeah, chilling.
Chilling? Okay. So we had a interesting week, to say the least, in gaming, in the gaming sphere, as they say. I don't know if you heard of a little tiny European company called Ubisoft. Maybe you heard of it.
Ubisoft?
Yeah.
It's a French company, right?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it that company that harbored sexual predators and didn't have to account to any of it?
Wow, you just jumped right into it, didn't you? You just
I'm just making sure we're talking about the right company.
No speed, just going right in, baby. Holy shit. Yeah, it's those guys. Yeah. That happened, I think, 2018. I think that story came out of Ubisoft being a bunch of perverts and all that good stuff.
That thing has been rolling more and more, but whatever.
Yeah, that's not even our main subject today. It's but that company is. So basically, in 2013, if you know the series of games Assassin's Creed, it's a very, very famous franchise for Ubisoft, one of their most successful franchises.
So I've heard. I never played.
You never played any Assassin's Creed game? Are you serious?
Not one.
Wow, that's actually okay. That's actually surprising to hear, because those games. There's so many of them, and they're, to be honest, the first few were really, really good. Not even the first few. There were a bunch of very good games in that series.
So I've heard or read.
Yeah, back when Ubisoft were still a successful company that actually valued their customers and consumers, and maybe even their employees, though I wouldn't bet on that.
Look, I have a game of theirs on the Switch. Sometimes they make good products. It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. They have. Listen, Ubisoft is a pretty big company in Europe. Even though they lost their biggest company position to CD Projekt Red,
and one of the few private ones.
Yes. But Ubisoft is pretty big. They're pretty big.
Yeah, sure.
So they have a lot of small teams under them, very talented, some of them, and they created some of the best games ever in the history of gaming. There's some amazing games, like they made like I said, the Assassin's Creed games. They made the Far Cry games. They made a bunch of other franchises and games in their history. Yeah, they have a rich history, but as many other companies are lately, we can see that they deteriorate over time, and they become very greedy and very numbers oriented, and pretty much forget the things that made them what they are. They gave them the success that they had.
Ubisoft tried to ride the NFT train, no?
Oh yeah, of course. They jumped right onto it, but they also abandoned it pretty fast. Compared to other companies who still try to do that.
We're still trying to make money off of that. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyways, the story here is their game Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was like a pirates Assassin's Creed with the twist of being with that happening in the Caribbean, and the whole in the timeline of the pirates and the British hunting the pirates.
I've read somewhere that basically in one of their more successful versions of Assassin's Creed was one with the pirates.
Yep,
and a lot of the feedback was people really liked the naval combat, so they basically decided to make a game out of that.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Sorry, bro.
The game is very successful, and it was a very big financial hit for them. And then they had a pretty good idea. What happened is they decided to give the best part of that game, which is the naval combat, as you said. That part was made by Ubisoft Singapore, okay, by a separate team. They just did the whole naval combat. That was their department. And they did so good with it that Ubisoft the headquarters decided, okay, guys, we're going to sign a contract with Singapore that you guys will head the development of this new game, this Skull and Bones game, which is a pirate-based game where the focus is on the naval combat and mostly the naval combat and the siege elements, and not the open world, Assassin's Creed stuff that you had in Black Flag, which is not a bad idea. The original idea was actually pretty decent.
Except...
Yeah, exactly. So they started development and they signed a deal with the government of Singapore, which also came to bite them in the ass. You will hear about that in a few moments. 2 years of development.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Singapore.
Yeah, 2 years of development go by and things are going decent, but every prototype they give to the Ubisoft headquarters gets rejected by Ubisoft. So they bring a new director, a new guy, to try and steer the ship. Excuse the puns, there will be a lot of pirate and ship's puns.
Hold on, I need a clarification. The Singapore team brought a new director or Ubisoft?
No, Ubisoft brought a new director to the Singapore team. They fired the guy that they had there because they didn't like the prototypes, and they brought a new guy in. And that guy had a new vision, more siege with boats, clear directions. Seems like he knew what he wanted to do with the game, and development started basically from scrap with a new direction, a new vision. That went on. Sorry for laughing, because it's not nice laughing. It's a lot of hard work that went into it. It's just the fuckery of the.
But wait, the previous manager and the flopped prototypes, that was 2 years development, yeah?
Yeah, and then a few more years go, and when the game is almost ready, basically, a new game in the 2018 comes out, which is called Sea of Thieves. You might have heard of it.
Yeah.
It's a indie company or a AA company, I can't remember which came out of nowhere. I think it was an early access game. Anyways, it came out and it was extremely successful. And it had elements of you could say gas, like games as a service online. Like it was.
I was about to ask if it's not a live service.
I don't know how it is today, but I know the thing there is like it's a multiplayer game where you have a whole crew, right, of pirates.
Exactly.
You fight there's PvP elements to it. You fight other pirates.
All of that, is live service to me.
There are elements of live service probably. I don't know if there's like a battle pass and a microtransaction.
Oh yeah, I don't think they have season passes or something.
But it is a pretty loved game. It's a pretty well-known and loved game. So when Ubisoft saw the success of that game, they pivoted yet again in their great genius. It was a great idea to scrap all the development that they had going for like 6 years and start again with a new director. So they fired the second director and brought a third one.
After how long?
After 6 years. 6 years.
6 years and 2, or including the 2?
Oh, the 2, including the 2, yes. And then they brought the third one to start from scratch yet again.
So they probably dumped millions.
Oh yes.
Up to this point.
And they basically Sea of Thieves made the Ubisoft management go into panic mode, and then they decided to just scrap the whole thing, fire the guy again when the game was almost ready. Because they're stupid. I mean, and it's that simple.
Did they really believe that they were going to compete on the same audience?
Yeah. So the whole thing went down the flash.
You can see how much faith it comes to show you how much faith these executives have in their own IPs.
I mean, those guys, I don't know what happened. I mean, they did make this company very successful. So I don't know what happened to them that they completely lost their fucking marbles. I don't know what happened. Anyways, the whole thing was a mess. In 2020 came the whole allegations, and that made them fire more people over there in the development. And then in 2021, 2022, they decided that because of the Singapore agreement, they can't scrap the game. They already invested way too much money into it. The whole sunk cost fallacy thing is held very true there. And also they had a binding agreement with the government of Singapore. They couldn't scrap the game. They had to shoot it out there. They had to shit it out, to be honest. And that's exactly what they did. They decided to, whatever the state of the game, just shit it out there. And then Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, the dude,
harborer and aider of sexual predators. Go on.
Yes, the dude came out to defend the game, of course, just before it came out, to defend the game that is bare bones. It might be called Skull and Bones, but it's bare bones. That has
A skull is also a bone.
Yeah, it has pretty much half the features of Black Flag, a game that came out more than a decade ago, and you pay $20 more for it. And then you have like the whole microtransaction stuff and the whole lives as a service bullshit. So Yves Guillemot came out, and he said, "I'm gonna read you the quote because
Please
you can't make this shit up."
Yeah.
All right.
This guy is a goldmine.
I'm not gonna do a French accent, but listen to this. "You will see that Skull and Bones is a fully fledged game," he said. "It's a very big game. We feel that the people will really see how vast and complete the game is. It's really full, quadruple A game that will deliver in the long run." Wolf, the floor is yours.
What?
Is your body ready for quadruple gaming?
I'm not even sure I'm okay with the AAA gaming.
Listen, the extra A makes all the difference.
Yeah, if the AAA meant live service microtransactions and season passes and DLCs and premium editions shoved down your throat so far and so long in time until the new generations think there's nothing else except this. And then they will go quadruple A, and they're going to find another way to suck money out of your wallet and deliver less.
Yep. We are entering the age of quadruple gaming, where the extra A is worth the extra fucking $10 to $70, from $60 to $70. Why? Because Ubisoft says so. Trust them, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, science. So what you got to say about this? This is the story. What you got to say? The game, by the way, came out two days ago, and is as predicted, failing miserably in the both in.
You mean failing
response.
Gloriously?
Exactly. What do you have to say about it?
I say they deserve it. Come on. It's like the PR stunt to try and hide the fact that you're selling shit, peddling shit. Come on, it's like those guys with the potions in the Far West, Here's this thing will save your life.
Snake oil.
Yeah. And then the guy that is walking with him from the crowd, "Come, you sir, come here."
Yep.
It's exactly the same.
Sir, please, you must try this.
Tell me, what ails you? I'm blind.
What's different from the last potion you sold me? This one has an extra A, sir. So I mean, it's a scam.
It's an extra A. That's 33% more A.
Do you have any thoughts about gaming as a service, the whole model that so many companies are jumping on, and now it's kind of the whole bubble is bursting? But
that's a whole different topic, bro. A whole different topic.
Well, adjacent. I mean, the game is.
No, I mean that we can rant for 20 minutes on that.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Well, all right then. Is that all we have to say about this? You got nothing else to say about Ubisoft and the quadruple A gaming phenomena?
It's a joke, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. It's a joke, bro. Come on. All right, guys. We'll see you next week, and check out our podcast and leave us a like, share, all that good shit that YouTube asks us to do.
Subscribe.
We curse so much in this video that I don't know if this video will be even shown under the algorithm. But hey, it is what it is. That's how we are. See you around, guys.
Bye.
I'm Inconsistency. This is Wolf.
Yep.
Bye.